Hello, YouTube. I saw Zeitgeist moving forward. I thought it was a great show. The first 10 minutes I really enjoyed. It kind of brought me to tears because it rang so true to me. It was almost unexpected to see the beginning part. I didn't know anything about it. I stepped away from Zeitgeist. I stepped away from the Venus Project. I've kind of read and done my own research. I've been listening to a lot of the more esoteric, more metaphysical stuff lately, just because I don't know. It kind of rings true to me a little bit more than just specific, hard-nosed kinetic science. I believe that there's something there in the metaphysics. It's kind of metaphysics to me is almost the thought process before hard science. It's like, let's see what we can get. We'll play with these ideas with the metaphysics. Is there this? Is there that? What is this? What is that? And then as it plays and that you can tighten it, you can put it into a physical box and measure it and say, yes, this is it. Boom. You see many of the metaphysical guys. I forget the guy that writes My Big Toe, My Theory of Everything. His is very metaphysical, but he's trying to quantify it by looking at physical problems and writing it down and doing studies and stuff like that. Is his information totally solid? No, it's his version of his theory of everything. But anyways, I watched Zeitgeist. The beginning part were all on environment and that. I couldn't agree more with that. I've had a few things go on in my life where I've actually had to look into that kind of stuff and see how environment affects the fetus and stuff. Could not agree more on that. Could not agree. It opening like that was great. The rest of it is pretty much regurgitation of the other movie, Addendum, but with a little bit more added spice to it, showing the direction. A lot of the critiques about it, I find, is that they're talking about it doesn't show us the direction or how to get through the transition. And see, I think that's the mental problem everybody has, is that they're still looking for that Messiah, that guiding hand. Even the scientific atheists are looking for that Messiah because they want somebody to hold their hand and guide them into the new world. They want this transition to be mommy and daddy helping them. But that can't happen. What has to happen is you have to make the decisions for your life. You have to go out and you have to move in that direction. If you feel that you have to go protest, go. I think protesting is for children, the way it's done now, throwing Molotov cocktails and all that stuff. But how are you to get a violent regime to listen to you in a peaceful way if they only listen to violence? They need violence to actually keep their system going, so it's like it perpetuates itself. So I think that's why I like the Freeman ideas, where you start battling them not as in a violent way, but as in an intelligent way, by using their words against you. They're just spells. They're just like magic. So I think that would have been nice for him to see what other people are doing in transition, where they're going, where they're looking for information, where they're doing it. As a film, graphically I saw some things that kind of made me go, ooh. And a few of the jokes that they put in there, where Peter has the heart attack and falls down, that was ridiculous. That was jarring to watch. All of a sudden see that, what the hell? And Jacques Fresco in the beginning, where he goes, this shit's got to change. That was kind of silly. But it absolutely emphasizes that this shit does have to change. I don't think government works anymore. I don't think anarchism in the full-fledged thing that Stefan Molyneux talks about would work, because he's really ingrained into the free market and thinking that the free market would just work its way back into being government control. We already have a free market. If you look into any of that Freeman stuff, the redemption, the Freeman, the people looking at law, you know that government is a private corporation that makes its money off of lies and deceit. It's a fraud. The banking system is a fraud. The only way I can see things going is how they talk about in a resource-based economy. But how do you get the communication? That's the one thing that I don't understand. How do you get that communication? How do you get things done? And that is very in line with how do you know what people are doing? You know, when there's a problem out there, they say, follow the money. We don't have that check and balance by doing that. So in a Venus project, we have that check and balance now, but nobody believes in following the money. When they follow the money, they go, oh, no, the government couldn't do that, or no, that corporation couldn't do that. Oh, those people are rich and they're fantastic people. So I think that is my biggest problem with the movie, is that not the movie itself, but the people watching it saying, well, I want my direction given to me. You can't get your direction given to you. You have to do it yourself. I'm trying to find my direction. If the money system collapses, I want to be able to blow like a reed, follow the stream instead of fighting against it. I want to know that I have protections, as in I want to know my rights, whatever those rights are. I think your rights are whatever you enforce into the system. I don't think you have rights. I think whatever you want is what you get. So, yeah. Zeitgeist moving forward, I really enjoyed it. I think it has a lot of good things. I know all the information, that's a blanket statement. Most of the information that I saw in there at this time, I believe is very factual. We can move into a non-monetary system. We can move into an automated system. We can move into a resource-based system. They have the technology there. If you just look at Earthships, I don't know why government, if they're worried about spending that, sewage and all that collection and all that stuff, why don't they move into building subdivisions like an Earthship kind of thing, where everybody, if you're a family of 4, you're not given, but you can make a claim to like 4 acres of land. And because I think what I've read so far is that one human individual using technology nowadays could feed himself for life and have everything done for him on an acre of land. So if you have a family of 4, and with new technologies, you can actually take an acre of land and grow that into having like 4 acres by like the different technologies like the hydroponics, the Volkswagen, I think it's called. You can increase the arable land there, and they have those spiral glass things. You could have that, walk up, and there's so many ways to do that. You wouldn't even need like a gym, because you get your exercise from doing your garden and growing your food and stuff like that. Your life would be into the creation of what you want. You wouldn't have to spend 7 days a week, 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day working on your farm. A lot of it can be alleviated by the technology that's out there. So, and diet is a huge thing. So diet would help your teeth, help your body, clear your mind. If you're eating like more of a vegetarian diet, more of a raw food diet, you can actually transform your body into being a very healthy system and work very well. So you wouldn't have as many doctors. Doctors would be for things for like broken arms, or I don't even know if the appendix would go crazy if you had a good diet. But it would be, the doctors would be there because they would want to help people for certain things like accidents. You smash your head, they help you out. Anyways, off that, because that's a huge tangent. I liked Zeitgeist moving forward. I think it's a very strong film for the message. As a film, I think it has some lacking points. The music kind of drives me crazy. But I think a lot of people should watch it. I think it's very good.